YTBC, what's the deal? Now I was just doing a prospect watch on a heavyweight, and I was on the WBC rankings, and I seen a number 14, I believe it was. It was somebody in the top 15. I believe he was 14. I think he was one spot higher than Dillian White. There was a guy named Kayatoro Fujimoto. He's a Japanese heavyweight. So I went to YouTube and I was going to check out his fights, and I just noticed something that as soon as I got to his resume, to his fights, this name, I mean, it leaped. This name leaped off the screen to me. I almost thought it was the wrong guy. Like I had to go research and pull up articles from this fight to make sure it was the right guy. I did not know that Nobuhiro Ishida, however you pronounce his first name, I've seen him fight before against Kirkland. That's when he knocked Kirkland out. The Paul Williams fight. Some of you remember Pirog and the Golovkin fight. I don't know if you guys know or not, but a year he fought Golovkin 2013, March 30th, right? This dude, Ishida, 1 year later, fought for the Japanese heavyweight title against this dude named Kayatoro Fujimoto. And this article was on Boxing Scene because I typed this fight in just to see, like, man, is this dude, was Ishida injured? Did he just get fat? Because this dude went from weighing 158.5 to 206.5 in 1 year. Well, actually less than that, because he fought one more fight after the Golovkin fight. He fought some guy named Ali Pang Aribam. He fought him August of 2013. And then April 2014 is when he fought Kayatoro Fujimoto. Now, let me read an article that I found, because I'm like, man, let me find some articles. Like, how did this fight happen? Because, today guys are scared to, if guys are 5-6 pounds within each other, they'll, negotiate. And I'm the A side, he's the B side. Why do I have to move up? Why do I have to move down? Why this and why? Shut the fuck up. This is why I like throwback mentality fighters. This is why I love the heavyweights. We're not crying about fucking weight. We're not crying about who did what in 1986. We're not crying. Just get the fucking job done. Take the fight, prove you're the better man, and get him the fuck out of here and move to the next competition. That's what I like. That's see, as a fan, that's my mindset as a fan. The first time I ever sparred, and I know I brung this up, and I'm not trying to name drop, but I'm trying to just give you guys an idea of just mindsets. The first time I sparred, I was in the gym, and I sparred two professionals that fight now. One guy's going to be on Showbox, headlining the card. The first time I sparred was against two pros. Okay, I didn't sit there and say, you know what, I don't want my first time to spar to be against a pro. Let me fight a novice. Let me fight somebody on my level. And then the guys I sparred, these guys are fucking middleweights, junior middleweights. But I never sparred in my life. So these dudes are 4-0, 5-0 as pros, 80, 100 amateur fights and national championships. It didn't matter how big I was. They knew that skill-wise that they had the advantage on me, and people thought it was suicide for me to go in there. Nobody looked at them and said, man, that big guy is 230 pounds. You guys are only 160 pounds. Do you think it's the smart thing that we just got in there and fought? Now, there is a reason for weight classes, but let me get to Ishida. It's not about me, it's about him. Okay, so I found an article on Boxing Scene. Now let me just read you how this fight came about, okay? It says here, let me see. So it says, last March, Ishida suffered a deadly knockout at the hands of WBA IBO middleweight champion Golovkin in 3 rounds. It was Ishida's third consecutive loss in the first knockout defeat, and it initially appeared that Ishida would retire, but then he came back in August and knocked out Eli, whatever that guy's name is, in 2 rounds. On December 16th, Ishida, Japan's second-rated middleweight, told JBC, Japanese Boxing Commission, that he would like to make an attempt in that division. Ishida launched a challenge to Japanese heavyweight champion and world-rated Kayatoro Fujimoto, who was 8-1 and 5 knockouts, 27 years old of age, and Jewelry Kadobi Boxing Gym in Tokyo and former K1 world champion. The Japanese Boxing Commission understands the desire of Ishida, but cannot give him permission to directly challenge Fujimoto due to lack of fights in heavyweight division. Ishida, who lives in the city of Osaka with his wife and children, will see action on Saturday, January 11th, in Tokyo, where he will attempt to convince the JBC by conducting 3 rounds of sparring with Japanese heavyweight Fujinaka Yomato. Okay, and then it says, and a boxing evening will be hosted by the Kadobi Boxing Gym. So he gave them 12 rounds. Like, he went out and pursued this. That's throwback mentality. No matter what you think about him, no matter what you know, and credit to Golovkin, because Golovkin was the only dude to knock him out. Even the heavyweight couldn't, and they fought twice because these were close fights. I watched the first one. I'm about to watch the second one after this. They just fought this year again in a rematch. You know, Ishida now, was he going after Vladimir Klitschko? No, he wasn't not Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I mean? Was he going after the heavyweight champion of the world? No. But he went after a guy that fought at heavyweight. Now, I know some of you guys are going to look this up and you're going to, you know, give me the numbers. You're going to say, well, he has, you know, he was taller. Okay, he was 1 inch taller. Ishida's 1 inch taller than Fujimoto. Rather than that, he's outweighed significantly, even in the fight. Ishida now, he's not coming in at 250. He comes in at 205. You know, Fujimoto, his normal weight, 230. Fujimoto, just from watching him one time, because I'm still looking, but this just, I had to make a video immediately. But he, you know, kind of like a Andy Ruiz, you know, shorter guy, hard guard, likes to get mid-range and throw his shots, let shots go. He likes to just work. You know, he's been the Japanese heavyweight champion since 2013. You know, so I'm going to go and watch these fights, man, and just, you know, get more in depth on my Japanese fighters. And just see, I mean, the WBC has him ranked, so let me just see what he has. You know, I like looking at prospects and up-and-comers, but Nobuhiro Ishida got my respect, man. I mean, nobody's doing that. Tell somebody, and no, this isn't, Ishida wasn't, he didn't start his career light heavyweight or he was a cruiserweight in the amateurs. No, he started his career in 2000 and he weighed 153.5 pounds. There's nobody right now that would do that. And he, you know, so, and he was challenging himself. Today, you can't even get a guy to fucking negotiate a 7-pound weight difference, a 2-pound weight difference. Now, you could say, well, the smaller guys are the most technical and skilled and in-shape guys in boxing. Fair enough. Fair enough. They are. Fair enough. But the mindset of a man like this, Ishida, it catches my attention, man. And it wants me to give him respect just for challenging himself like that. Nowadays, you can't get a motherfucker to go up one weight class while him saying, why do I have to? Why are you making me? He shouldn't have. Shut up. Ishida's a throwback. He got my respect. I don't give a fuck who he lost to. He wanted to challenge himself. Went in there, went Golovkin and Pirog and Kirkland, and then said, you know what, man, let me keep challenging myself. Let me come over to where I live at and let me be heavyweight champion. You got my respect, man. I don't care what y'all leave in the comment section. This dude